We're going to hop right into this guy's bio because I have some things to say about it, but the bio is needed for context. And by the way, his name is Preycis. Yes, the best name pronunciation I could find on Google was Preycis, and you know what? I'm sticking with that. We find out in his bio that he's basically on the run because he owes a bunch of people money. He joined with the SMG for backup, and this organization is associated with the Freedom League, hence how he becomes one of our heroes. He also has a revolver named Viper. Now on to my complaints about him. He has a revolver named Viper. He has 2 revolvers. He is running away from debts, yet he is wearing a sheriff's badge on his chest and hat. These sheriff badges are not even the same color. The chest is gold, the hat is silver, and he is a cowboy who is not wearing cowboy boots. And don't get me started on the fact that he's wearing skinny jeans. Complaints about topwar's attention to detail aside, this guy has a very interesting exclusive skill, Desperate Revolver. Now, at max stats, he's able to increase the attack of all army units by 32.5%. The next portion of his ability is each time units from the first 2 rows attack, so slots 1 through 6, there's a chance that they will fire 3 missiles to random enemy targets, causing at max stats 140.9% damage. However, these random targets are selected only from the back row, so he will only hit slots 7 through 9 at the very beginning of the fight. However, if there are no units in those slots, he will move to the middle row, and then of course the front row if there are no units in the middle row. So he kind of acts exactly like Violet, except in reverse. So you don't have to worry about his ability not hitting. It will hit something, it just hits whatever's in the back first. It should also be noted that, of course, these 3 random shots can hit the same target. So if you're going against World Boss, Sand Table, or there's only 1 unit left in the enemy's back row, all 3 attacks can hit the same target. But like many of the heroes that topwar has been releasing, this guy does have some extra attributes as you level up his equipable exclusive skill. So at level 3, he's able to increase the HP of all units in battle by 25%. At level 5, he gives a global 3% damage increase for all units. He is not required to be in the battle. You just have to have his equipable exclusive skill equipped to him. And then at level 7, whenever he is in battle, he's able to increase the attack of all army units by 30%. So even if you don't plan on using this hero, if you can get his exclusive skill to level 5, a 3% damage increase globally is never a bad thing. Rolling into his strengths and weaknesses, since he is an army hero, I will be recommending him as such. He is going to be exceptionally strong against Air Force, more so than other army heroes, and the reason for that is with the recent addition of Aya and Selena, who are able to either proc or increase the attack of the units in the back 2 rows. Since Preycis is able to focus on the back row, he's going to bring down their damage much quicker than other types of heroes, especially when you take the suppressions into account. He's also going to be good against anybody using the fortified formation because he's able to bypass that health boost in the front and focus on the back where they give the attack and damage increases. Now, as far as his weaknesses, he's going to be weak to Navy, of course, but exceptionally so. Since his ability has a chance of proccing based on the front 2 rows, and with the exception of Valhalla units, the Navy focuses on the front first, the Navy is going to reduce his proc chance much quicker than other forms of attack, just taking out those units in the front row. He's also going to have trouble with anybody running an assault formation, and the reason for that is the assault formation gives no benefits to the units in the back rows, so while he's attacking the back rows and taking out units, any enemy units is always a good thing, they have no boost, so there are more effective ways to take down an enemy, and of course with the assault formation having all that damage in the front, it's likely to take out the front 2 rows of Preycis much quicker than other forms of attack. So he's going to do great against a fortified formation, and I think he'll do awful against an assault formation, or at least worse. So based on his strengths and weaknesses, I think the best use for Preycis is any kind of anti-air or fortified formation buster. As far as the pairings that I would recommend with Preycis, I would do Katyusha, just because her proccable ability is able to attack random targets, and she'll likely attack something in the back 2 rows as well, stacking on his ability. There's also the option of Ben or Bradley. Ben only if you're on offense, but basically being able to give yourself some either extra health, or with Ben, just a shield that's able to block attacks completely, giving your front 2 rows some longer survivability so you can proc more often. If you're short on orange heroes, I think the best purple hero to pair with him would be Ishitaru, because he's able to give that health increase, again, giving those front 2 rows some more survivability. But if you don't have Ishi, Rambo is always reliable for the army. Now, as far as the skills that I would recommend having equipped to Preycis, of course, you're going to want his exclusive skill as high level as you can possibly make it. You'll want a march size increase as well as a damage increase. And then the last one, I would either go a damage decrease for that survivability of the front 2 rows, or an attack increase just for burst damage to try and do as much damage up front as possible. Now, the perks that you're going to want to have him equipped with, you'll want all unit attack and HP, as well as army attack and HP. And before we go, don't forget to visit my Discord, link in the description below, where you are able to vote on future hero spotlights. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed. And as always, have a fantastic day, partner.